И снова всем привет, с вами, как обычно, очень грустный осел и вторая часть массы эффекта. Мы на Омеге и хотим выполнить задание. Чё задание? А задание Самары. И именно поэтому нам нужно отправиться к... кому? К Арии. Что это за Иш? Чувак. Да, это Шепард.
I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition.
Я не наемник, чувак.
Trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help, we can change Omega.
What do you mean we can change Omega?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business. Specifically the buying and selling of...
Ну, еще один серый посредник, блин. Наплодились они вообще.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium.
Ну
Look
чё?
around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Ух, черт бы тебя подрал, а. Мне что, теперь придется снова мотаться на Илиум и Цитадели за тебя? Я только, блин, за кадром только что там был. Покупал себе вещицы на Цитадели как раз. Те, что не купил. И за кадром я выполнил некоторые второстепенные задания. Ну и собрал ресурсы для наших исследований. Смотрите, что я себе взял. Мощную оборону. Такую же, как у Грюнта. Надеюсь, у нас теперь будет... По нам теперь будут наносить меньший урон во время битв. Ария. Ну, привет. Так, дочь Самары.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat-Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I started looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
А куда она от нас денется? Собственно говоря, за дело взялся Шепард. У нее и шансов нет. Я даже знаю, где эта квартирка. Та самая квартира, в которую нас не пускали. Она была закрыта, когда мы в прошлый раз рядом с ней проходили. И что, эти чуваки тут будут ждать, пока я не заберу эти какие-то там пакеты? Ну ладно, я это за кадром, наверное, сделаю. Или если успеем, то в конце этого эпизода. О, теперь здесь открыто, смотрите-ка. В прошлый раз тут было закрыто. Диана? Ну ладно. Диана. Давай-ка поговорим с Дианой.
My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
Почему, если гедонист,
I
то
will bring
сразу
justice to the
плохо?
one that did this.
We swear to you. Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so.
Точнее, почему, если сразу наркотики, то гедонист?
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My Neff had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
You mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art.
Да, она сдохла. Какая тебе разница? Вдруг эти вещи нам, наоборот, помогут.
My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
Хорошо, видимо, это ее комната. Давайте осмотрим все вещи. Дневник, записка, статуя.
Man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it, but I'd never part with it.
Ладно.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Форта. Дневник. Прочесть первую запись.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped your root's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Вот чем заканчивается однополая любовь. Запись
Read the
среднего.
middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Идиотка.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the holo journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. And she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who's successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist.
Ну, конечно, перед Шепардом никто не устоит.
On the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw.
К нему так и липнут бабы.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
Жаль, что ко мне также не липнут. Ну ладно. Диана, давай-ка с тобой поговорим. Пока.
I should go.
Куда нам надо было? Чуваки, давайте-ка взглянем в журнале, а то я что-то проморгал этот момент. Пройти в VIP-сектор. Понятно. Понятно. Интересно, почему этого безумного пророка все еще не убили? Вид на Омегу, поговорить с Самарой. VIP. Хорошо. Меня послал Джарут.
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife is nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
Да нет, чувак. Если я начну драку, то это уж не мне, а кому-то другому. Не повезет. Чего она там машет? Блин, прям шпион какой-то. Мастер маскировки.
When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
Да черта с два, что нам сделает вообще?
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway? That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Okay, what other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Veyenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here.
Да нет, все ясно.
Thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Хорошо. Погодите. Куда делась Хасуми? Мель ударить. Ви? Ничего себе у него имечко.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I wanna... I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Ну ладно. Так, погоди-ка. Что у нас тут? Мельн ударить. Мельн. Хофтин.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
Slow down and tell me what the problem is.
Right. Slow down. Sorry, I just don't know what to do. My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Florid. He's the worst of the worst.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Florid's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Florid's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Florid, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
Окей. Терминал вечность. Терминал вечность. Терминал вечность. Вертин.
Money on display. Good cred hunting tonight. Hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep paint off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
I want you gone from here.
Hey, we gotta pay the man. We work for Hink. You hear that? So, what do you think of us now?
How about I give you enough creds for your boss, then you leave and stay gone. No one gets hurt.
Works for me. Let's go.
Зачем я это сделал, мне непонятно. Что за идиотизм? Вверх оскорбить? Говорить?
What'll you have?
These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve, and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
Какого черта я еще не успел там поговорить с этой девчонкой, которая попала в беду?
Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
Я уверен.
I know what I like.
Do you?
Музыка.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that. You know?
What do you think of Halleck?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Искусство.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Gorda?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The 2 actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
Путешествие?
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Ну, серьезно, что ли? Меня же, блин, не дали разобраться с той девчонкой. Не дали ей помочь. Можно вернуться? Нельзя?
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I suppose you. I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Блин.
A gift from a suitor. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about
Ну ладно, видимо, тут больше ничего нет. Жаль, что мы не смогли помочь той девчонке. Ну ладно. Как-нибудь сама разберется.
People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
Нет.
I'd rather fight than hide.
Yes. Better to take control of your fate. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
Мы не похожи.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for
О,
me.
деточка, у нас уже есть черноглазая Азария, ее нам вполне хватает. Сюрприз.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Lauren. Mother. Do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being
Они
your
действительно
daughter.
похожи, да?
Mother.
Друг на
You made
друга.
your choice long
Если
ago.
у Самары убрать ту штуковину на лбу,
My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Lauren! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari. But they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
убить Моринт. Потому что, ну, Самара в какой-то степени не права, потому что открыла, из-за того, что открыла охоту на свою дочь только из-за ее болезни, но Моринт же поддалась этой болезни и начала убивать всех подряд. Так что, если бы она сидела себе там в уединении, в изгнании, то я бы был на ее стороне. А так, вполне справедливо то, что ее убьют. Так что да, убить Моринт.
End of the line, Morin.
And they call me a monster. Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Все в порядке?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Хорошо.
Let's go.
Давайте-ка попробуем вернуться в тот клуб, если у нас это получится. Ну, надеюсь, это получится, потому что я, блин. Черт, закрыто, закрыто. Блин, ну почему нельзя? Ну, надеюсь, эта девчонка справится как-то без меня. Ох, черт бы вас всех побрал, а. Ну, давайте посмотрим, что у нас там за задания остались. Система грузыша. Давайте отправимся на Иллиум и Цитадель. Потом отправимся, можно будет отправиться по основному заданию. Черт, под тебя подрал. Дверь, открывайся побыстрее. Вот думаешь, вот-вот выполнил все второстепенные какие-то задания. Но появляются такие идиоты, как этот соларианец Иш, и все нам портят. Ну ладно, это не важно. Это не важно. После этого, если хоть какое-то задание у нас появится, я не буду его выполнять. Пусть пойдут к чертям собачьим, пусть сами как-то справятся. А я буду только самые важные задания делать. Ну и с Самарой надо поговорить по поводу ее задания.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justikar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace. Due in no small part to you.
Ее проблема в том, что Ардат-Якши становится только чистокровной Азари, как она сказала. То есть, получается, она все время спаривалась только со своим видом, с другими Азари. Ну, пусть спарится с Шепардом, я вообще не против. Если хочет нормального ребенка. Я очень даже не против. Так, Иллиум поближе будет, так что отправимся туда. Заберем этот долбанный пакет, отправимся на Цитадель. Там то же самое. Потом надо бы проведать наших рыбок. А то они могли там подохнуть. Я все время за них беспокоюсь. Так, Самара. У нас осталось... Сколько? 2 апгрейда. Можно будет... 2 левелапа до 30 уровня. Можно будет прокачать ударную волну полностью. Да, наверное, так и сделаем. И давайте Самаре прокачаем полностью. Сильное опустошение. Умение подавляет жизненную силу одной цели, увеличивая время действия опустошения, повышая наносимый урон. Время восстановления 12 секунд, урон 40 единиц в секунду в течение 5 секунд. Радиус поражения. Биотик создает вихрь жизни, который позволяет опустошению поражать сразу несколько целей. Что выбрать, ребята? Давайте массовое опустошение. И у него тоже тут будет 2 левелапа, так что можно будет прокачать бросок полностью. Поглощение энергии. Сильное поглощение энергии. Вы более агрессивно поглощаете энергию щитов и врагов-синтетиков, нанося им больше урон. 200 урона, единиц урона и радиус поражения. А, тут только обширные. Ну, давайте обширные. И что еще? Боевой дрон, взлом ИИ. Блин, боевой дрон. Черт его знает на самом деле. Ну, давайте, наверное, боевой дрон. Раз уж там мы туда больше вкачали в это умение, так что, наверное, пусть будет боевой дрон. А где нам этот пакет-то взять? Ребята, где нам этот пакет взять? Давайте здесь посмотрим. Забрать груз, отправляйтесь в магазин Мараба в Цитадели или Вечность на Илюме. А, это бар. Это бар. Поговорите с Самарой?
The people here are asked to sacrifice their own convictions and beliefs in exchange for a soulless corporate identity. I understand that kind of life would be attractive to some people, but not to me.
Хорошо. Я услышал, что-то там говорили про первого Ханара Спектра. Это интересно, как они будут драться? Ханар же вообще не умеет вне воды драться, как нам сказал Криус, работорговец. Что?
You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
I need you to let that slave go. Now.
We prefer the term indentured servant. And I know that Batarian slavers have made humans understandably prejudiced against slavery. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that.
Ну да. Зависимая она.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Ilium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
Why not just keep her? You said she had technical skills.
Quarian's strict health requirements and diets make them expensive to house and feed. I run at a minor profit at best. I don't have the money for constant suit repairs and clean room facilities.
So, what happens if Synthetic Insights won't take me?
A solution always presents itself. I will take care of you.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
А если ее куплю я?
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical
Ну да, у меня вон 200 000 кредитов лежат, которые мне не нужны. Поскольку я уже все открытия открыл, все улучшения открыл. Так я же ее отпущу, говорю же. Да господи, я же... Вы что, идиоты? Шепард же только что сказал, что выкупит и отпустит ее. У нас тут, наверное, все какие-то больные на голову.
Can I help you with something?
А, я от работорговца.
I know a slaver who'd like to sell you the service contract for a Quarian programmer.
Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
I know the migrant fleet would be grateful, and more likely to make purchases from you.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Ну да, она снова будет по уши в долгах. Обычно так просто игровую зависимость не исправить.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Ха, ну ладно. Что? А, Омега, грузиша. Грузища. Ну, теперь можно отправиться на Цитадель. На Цитадель. Жаль, что здесь нет таких штуковин, как в Цитадели, например. Ну, вот таких вот штуковин, которые можно... через которые можно сразу на Нормандию попасть. Очень жаль. Придется бегать вот так. Ну, ёлки, началось. Нельзя скипнуть эту сцену. И зачем нам ее показывают? Непонятно. На цитадель, ребята на цитадель. Кстати, мы поговорили только с Самарой, забыли поговорить с остальными людьми в нашей команде. Это нужно исправить, потому что я не хочу упустить какие-то реплики, которые могут появиться. Хотя я сомневаюсь, что они появились. Ну вот с тем же Тейном, который у нас относительно недавно у нас в команде, наверное, можно поговорить. Кто? Блин, я забыл. Магазин Мараба, вроде бы, да? Это на 20... Прикладные программы Саронис. Да, это на 26 уровне. Должно быть, если я правильно помню. Потому что это единственный магазин, в котором работает соларианец. А Мараб — это типично соларианское имя. Ну да, вон, Мараб. О, вот и он. Вроде бы. Или нет? Да.
My favorite customer. What can I get you?
I'd like to buy something.
Oh, it's all automated these days. There's a catalog interface.
I'd like to buy
something.
Oh,
погоди.
it's all automated these days.
Всего доброго. Мы тут уже все скупили. Хорошо. Вроде бы мы все забрали, да? Это та штуковина? Отдать груз. Да, так и есть. Ну что ж, опять на Омегу, господа. Что это за напасть такая? Придется опять переться на Омегу. Ну и потом можно будет начать ту миссию. Свой-чужой, или как она называлась?
Hello again, Mike. Please tell me you have something for me.
Have you seen what's in these packages?
Why? Did you find something untoward? Certainly nothing worth getting worked up about.
This information could weaken Arya's organization. You better be sure it's safe before you take it anywhere.
I'm touched. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
He's been doing this a long time.
Why do you want information about one of Arya's men?
It's not for me. A lot of people want to leg up on Arya, and they'll pay a lot of credits to get it. If Anto or Arya found out, I'd be ruined. Or killed.
Arya will find out what you're up to, Ish. I don't envy you when that happens.
I think I can handle it.
No one has beaten Arya in centuries. When she casts down your clients, she'll come looking for you.
You're right. I have to get out of here. Thank you, my friend. You probably just saved my life. Come on, Sal. We have to get out of here.
Блин, да мы обладаем внушением не хуже, чем у Моринт. Реально. Видимо, Шепард тоже какой-то Ардат-Якши, только человеческий. И что ж, ребята, мы теперь можем отправиться на задание. На задание? Наконец-то. Или, наверное, нам стоит закончить на этом моменте. Да. Наверное, стоит. Для начала просто поговорим с экипажем и закончим на этом моменте эпизод. А со следующего эпизода мы отправимся на наше задание. На свежую голову, так сказать.
I was worried you'd dump Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish, all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my foot.
I assume
Погоди.
See you, Commander.
Хорошо. Джейкоб тоже будет гнуть свою линию наверняка.
I'm more interested in just talking.
I'm good, Shepard.
Да-да-да, пошел к чертям собачьим в таком случае. Смотрите-ка, сколько тут оружия, а? Это все мы собрали, ребята. Это все мы сделали. Можем гордиться собой. Ладно. Он тоже не хочет с нами говорить. Тогда отправимся вниз. К Миранде. К Веранде. К Гарусу. Хотя он все так же, наверное, калибрует. Да он достал, сколько можно калибровать вообще. Давайте поговорим. Или что-нибудь другое можно.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Ладно. Ладненько. Так, Чаквас тоже ничего нам нового не скажет.
Shepard.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle. I'll be here if you need me.
Ну ладно, ребята.
Commander, what can I do?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Oh,
There's a lot to do,
черт.
Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Of course,
Ага,
Commander.
ясно. Так, Тейн. Тейн.
Do you need something?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
Так. Да-да-да, мы об этом уже говорили, давай
There's
другую
something
тему.
else I'd like to talk about.
Ask,
Have a few minutes to talk?
if you wish.
О,
The last time we
хорошо.
talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives.
Очень полезная штука.
It's
Мне бы
difficult to
такую
control
память.
at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does, but my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
Что, и все?
I should get back to my duties.
Даже не скажут, кто это?
I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Ну ладно. В принципе, неплохой чувак. С Грюмтом, с кем еще можно поговорить? Стали. Грюнт. Скорее всего, у него тоже нет никаких реплик.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster.
Хорошо.
Shepard.
Грюнт.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
О, как.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Ой, погоди-ка.
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen.
Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suits.
Да, я представляю, как они через шланг соединяются с друг другом.
It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
О, господи, она тоже подкатывает к Шепарду. Я тоже тебе доверяю.
I appreciate the thought, Tally, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's a, wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... I didn't even end up talking about this.
Ну, это очень мило. Ну, ладно. Только вот мне это интересно, это слишком опасно. Ты флиртуешь со мной, мне это не интересно. Ну, не хочу я ее, блин, обижать. Почему? Ты флиртуешь со мной?
It sounds like you're suggesting something, Tally.
What could I possibly be suggesting? I mean, a young woman gets rescued by a dashing commander who lets her join his crew and then goes off to save the galaxy? How could she possibly develop any kind of interest in him?
Это слишком опасно. Наверное, самое нейтральное, но я не хочу, чтобы она сочла. Это как то, что мы ее жалеем, что ли? Из-за ее из-за ее, ну, иммунитета. Низкого иммунитета. Ну, это потому что самый нейтральный ответ. Давайте выберем этот.
This mission will be risky enough. I can't jeopardize your health for that. No matter how much I'd like to.
But you'd like to? Good to know.
Ну, ты посмотри на свою фигуру. Конечно бы мне этого хотелось.
But thanks for coming by and talking.
Да, это была очень неловкая ситуация, Тали.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I've got some work to do, but I haven't forgotten what we talked about. Later.
Что? Помнишь о нашем разговоре? Черт, это что? О, черт. Неужели мы запустили роман? Серьезно? Блин, до свидания.
Talk to you later.
Ребята, кто знает, мы что, запустили роман? Получается. Я думал, это реплика отказа. Фу, черт бы всех вас побрал. Ну что за идиотизм, а? Блин. Ну что это такое, а, ребята? Короче, давайте закончим на этом моменте этот эпизод. Я потом погуглю, постараюсь найти ответ на этот вопрос. Действительно ли мы запустили роман с Тали? Так что, короче, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, комментируйте. С вами, как обычно, был очень грустный осел и Mass Effect, вторая часть. Всем пока и до следующего эпизода.